Hello everyone, welcome back to another Smart Money Sundays. I know it's Monday, but it's the holiday period, so I thought I'd update everyone a little bit on last week's analysis and also what I'm expecting to happen in the coming weeks. Now, I don't recommend trading during this period, but just because it's a low volume period, but I do want to just update on what I think has already happened and what I think will happen once we get into January. So hope you've all had a very good Christmas and New Year as well, which is coming up in a couple of days. Um, right, so let's just get into it. So DXY, as always, if you recall from last week's video, if you haven't already, I recommend you go watch it. Episode 41. Right, I was anticipating a push into this blue level and before we got a push higher to take out this liquidity point here on the high. We did get that push up. Didn't come as low as I wanted, but the move was correct. Did get a push into that blue level, however. Just didn't come as low as I wanted, but that's fine. In terms of what I'm anticipating, if I get rid of all this, in terms of what I'm anticipating in the coming weeks is basically a continuation higher, right? My target for DXY, right, showing it's with all this strength, is another surge up higher into 109. I think we may get this, if we're lucky, may get this just by New Year's. Well, New Year's Eve is tomorrow, so if we do get a push higher, I think we'll very quickly come into 109 just because there's a little less volatility volume in the market, so we might see a bit some gap movements in the market. That's being hopeful, but eventually, if we don't, I think we'll just range, and then eventually next week we'll get that push into 109.34. So ideally, you want to be looking for shorting USD majors. Okay, so that's the actual ideal move I am anticipating coming in. We got that perfect retest of 107.83, which is a high time key level. Okay, we respected this low. If I mark it out here, right? Respect that low. Expecting next target is to take out this high here, and then very easily come into 109.34. So, right, you want to be looking for weakness on USD majors and risk assets. Okay, so let's push over to EURUSD. Now let's go on to 4-hour. Right, so again, was expecting a little push higher. We didn't get it. Price is very weak. We broke the structure low. Instead of coming up a little higher, we end up just pushing down straight away. Now, if you look on the lower time frames, okay, we still have yet to take out this low, which I think will very soon happen very soon, right? Likely today or tomorrow. Okay, so what we basically saw was again a pullback into 1.045, which is a key level mapped out in blue. So if I push on the lower time frames, what I'm ideally looking for is a potential, as long as this level holds here, okay, if we see a pullback a little high, if we see this range bound movement today, and we see a push up higher, look for shorts into 1.0418 into targeting this this low. Okay, now personally, I'm not trading this period just because it's the holidays. I like to take this time off, so I don't like to be on the charts, but this is, if we do get a setup like this where we see a range today, coming to tomorrow, we push a little higher, right? Early London. And then New York, we see another fast push down into 1.32. Okay, again, targeting this higher time frame liquidity. So that's a very, very clean, simple move. I'm anticipating on EU, right? This was the main zone that took out these two highs. Okay, now we're seeing volume come into the market. Want to see some manipulation, some range manipulation, and then distribution down lower. All right, very, very simple. Ideally, you want to be looking for a short trigger once we come into this level, and validation is above this high, and then targeting is down this low. Okay, so very, very simple setup on EU. Right, let's look at gold first. Now, gold is the actually only setup that didn't really come into fruition, right? I was looking for a price to hold this level. If it did, I was looking for a push up higher before we got down lower, okay? But instead, what ended up happening is, if I get rid of all this, Okay, price actually because this was the high that took out the previous high, right? Price ended up making a new low, which means this point of reference becomes very, very, very important. Okay, let me map it out like this. This point becomes very, very important. Now, do I think we come to this point yet? No. Okay, same thing we saw on EU. I think price is just retesting this basically this structure point. Okay, we had sort of a slow pullback into this structure retest before we see volume come back and we start seeing the next push lower. So what I'm actually anticipating now is this is a liquidity point here. Okay, so we're likely going to come take this out tomorrow, and basically if we see some sort of lower time frame pullback on gold, I'll be looking to short, okay, into the $2,500 region. Okay, and here is a this is an important point, because this is a point that took out this internal structure. Sorry, this internal structure. So I'm looking for some sort of reaction, potential higher into 2600. If this level holds, then a potential push up into 27.5. If we do get this level, then I'll be looking for swing shorts, because I think we are going to push down lower on gold, eventually just creating a more range bound, a new range, okay, a new value for gold. Okay, so that's sort of the idea I have for gold. Now, if I push on the lower time frames, so ideally what you want to be looking for is a pullback, not today, right, because out of trading hours, into tomorrow, right, New Year's Eve, into $2,600 level. If we see some distribution here, you want to be shorting that, okay, into where I basically said the $2,500 level, okay, and then ideally you don't want to bid buy this level straight away. You want to wait, let price range for a week or so, okay, show it that it wants to respect this level before we start looking to buys into the first week of Jan. Okay, so that's sort of the idea I have for gold. Now let's push over to BTC. Right, BTC. Okay, so if you recall from last week's video, what I was initially was looking for some sort of vertical accumulation. Now, the confirmation for that move was, again, if we pushed up higher and held this level, so price respecting higher highs and high lows on a high time frame, then I would look for longs. However, the second scenario I was looking at is that if price does not sustain this level, then we'll likely push down lower, take out these lows, accumulate in the 85k region, right, potentially 80ks, before we see a deviation and then aggressive expansion up higher. Now, seeing this move is actually healthier for BTC because we've created a new range, we've manipulated the highs, then we're going to manipulate the lows, and then once both sides of the market is taken out, then BTC is likes to or most asset classes like to make its real move. Okay, I call this the neutralization of liquidity. Right, it's very, very simple, but it's a very high probability scenario. So if we do see this rounding off after 85k, then I'll be looking for swing longs on BTC, okay, into new highs, okay, once structure is formed, ideally looking to target 120k, which is a nice one to fall. Now let me get rid of all this, clear it up a little. Right, this scenario is still very much what I'm anticipating, so I'm going to map out this level here. Now, I wouldn't say buy right away, again, because we're coming into the new year period. Wait for price action to develop, create a new range, just like gold, right? Create a new range, so then we can start looking for lower time frame confirmation to then long into new highs, or at least BTC retest the range highs again, creating a new value or so. So that's sort of the anticipation for BTC. Okay, so again, ETH. Now, ETH, I was looking to see if this level holds. If you remember from last week's video, if this level did hold, I was looking for a deviation push up higher. Now, it shows with the BTC weakness we have, right, we have not got that scenario. Instead, what we're seeing is price reject this level very, very clearly, right? So we had a range form, price rejecting this level, and I'm anticipating at least another push down lower, take out this low, potentially even take out this low, okay, before we start creating a new range, short of another deviation point. And again, if this level is accepted, I look for price to trade back into $3,500 level. And then again, if this level is respected again, because it's rejected once, it rejected a few times here before eventually broke out, and now it pushed down below it, and now it's rejecting this level again. So this is a very important level. So once we do get back above this level, I want to see this level hold. Then we'll be looking for easy longs back into range highs. But I'm going to play this level to level, okay? Expecting another push down, take out these liquidity points, okay? Then look for long plays, right, on ETH once this level holds into 3,400, and then again leave a runner in case we see acceptance above this level. Will add to my longs, expecting price to then target $4,000, mainly because we still have this liquidity. So price will come and take out these highs above here at 4,100 in some point in the near future. So that is basically what I'm looking for on ETH, and ETH is something is a very high probable scenario setup that I will be looking to take in the coming few weeks. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys saw value. If you did, please like and subscribe, and leave me a comment so I can make some more videos if you guys do want me to. So with all that said and done, I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.